Okay, everybody, here we are, man, back again. That was just Amazon at the door. No friends, so no ass whooping required this time. All right, so let's continue with this, man. The O2, that was an excellent short version, but an excellent version of Dazed and Confused. You still got the bow thing going on, and impressed as hell with Jason Bonham, man, hitting all of those important notes. All right, let's continue with this excellent concert. Celebration Day, the O2. Let's get it. To include this one for sure.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows that the stars are all closed. With a word, she can get what she came for. She's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure. 'Cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird that sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Don't you know now? And it makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I see rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Oh, it makes me wonder. And it's whispered that soon, if we all call the truth, then the Bible will lead us to reason. And a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter. Oh, it makes me wonder. can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. Maybe it makes me wonder. That stairway to heaven.
So nice when the crowd sings along. It's got to be gratifying for the artist. I love that.
Hey, Ahmed! We did it.
I gotta find an image of Ahmet Erdogan. Or Ahmet, as he says.
Jason Bonham, drums. Come on!
Excellent. That was a great workout for everybody.
Spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Jason, as I remember, I can't even remember how long ago it was, but when Jason was like this big, his mom and his dad used to sing. They were the best Jimi Hendrix impersonators in the whole of Worcestershire. And Pat's got a great voice. I remember John used to be in a band in Birmingham and used to sing The Wind Cries Mary about 400 times a night. That was how it was. And Jason's a pretty cool singer too. So I'd like to feature Jason on vocals here now.
this Led Zeppelin song, above all other Led Zeppelin songs on my reaction channel, has the most comments. And it's in the top 5 most viewed Led Zeppelin reactions on my channel. Excellent. Right on.
Oh, yeah.
I lost count how many times to hit switch and this song has to be in it.
All let the sun beat down upon my face. Stars to fill my dream. I am a traveler on both time and space. Be where I be. Sit with elders of a generation. World has sun to see. On top of days
that graphic light show behind him, man. Nice. Cashmere in full. That was excellent. Oh, tears of joy. Very nice. That was great, man. Let's pause there, y'all. Yeah, of course I'm thinking about a tour. Of course you're going to be thinking about a tour. Maybe not a crazy ass lengthy tour where it's just sucking the youth out of you and all the energy out of you like the way Led Zeppelin did back in the day. If I was to, let me ask you this question. Do you think that they bit off more than they should have chewed where it comes to all of that touring? Of course, there were other sticky circumstances like the taxes and the homeland and all of these things. But if they had not toured so much, maybe John might not have drank so much, partied so much to compensate. Maybe he would have still been with us. If they had not toured so much, maybe the stress would have kept some relationships intact. If they had not toured so much, maybe Jimmy might not have gotten into the addictions. And of course, there's a lot of ifs and maybes there. But answer that for me. Don't kick the shit out of me. I'm just asking a question. But you know the Led Zeppelin mythos more than me. And that's a question that you can probably answer just like that. Think of how many weeks of researching it would take for me to fulfill that question. Which brings me to a point. Thank you very, very much for all of you who've been with me from the very beginning, not just the beginning, but who have contributed to my walk, who've contributed to my scratching my itch, all of those questions that I got about rock and roll. And you know, I ask a shit ton of questions. So yeah, you know, I mean, there's still people and friends who just don't get why I do what I do. Geez, man, you can spend your time doing so many other different things. Why the hell do you have to spend so much time doing that? You know, so there's still friends like that. There's still people like that come into the comment sections and they gotta just, you know, say, hey, I don't get these reaction channels. I don't get this. I don't get this. You know, all of that sort of thing. They just don't get it. And, you know, it's all good. You know, it's like a book club. Why do people get together and talk about a certain book, the passion of loving a certain book? You know, they do it just because, you know, they're inquisitive and they appreciate certain things. It's the same thing. I think of this as kind of like a little exclusive book club in a way. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody who has contributed to my education in Led Zeppelin. And I'm sad that, like I said, I mentioned my coworker, Sean Patrick O'Brien. He's not around to see me graduate from tadpole to scientist. But hey, man, it's all good. He lit a fire under me to dig deeper and to go further, you know. And I'm not doing Led Zeppelin reactions just because of my damn views. I'm way beyond that shit, you know. So I'm digging deep. And I'm proud to say that I don't think that anyone else will be able to match me in how far down the rabbit hole I've gone. I am the dude that started this shit where it comes to Led Zeppelin and digging deep. So, you know, if my reactions end tomorrow, I can take that with me. And you guys have been the spur to heading and leading and directing me. So shout out to all of you who have contributed to my rock and roll education. All right, that's my Christmas best wishes, man. So let's do this. Let's pause here. And they've got, sorry, I'm just reading, I'm reading Scott's notes. Yeah, okay. And they got 2 encores. So yeah, we'll hit up the 2 encores when we come back. So Point Break, hopefully some of this shit makes it onto YouTube. Cross your fingers with me. Okay, everybody, here we are, man, back again. Let's hit up the 2 encores, man. The Emet Ertegun Celebration Day O2 Arena Concert. Let's get it. Back again.
What do you think, Dave?
Who's Dave? Should I know that? still do that back to back I was talking about.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Excellent.
Thank you for coming along. And thank you to everybody who's made this show possible. And to all our friends who came along to play on this show tonight for the memory of Ahmet Ertegun in the days when Atlantic Records was the most magnificent record company on the planet. Good night.
Ahmet would be so proud. So they've done this throughout their live sessions, teasing those false endings. That's good though. Builds anticipation, appreciation.
Hey, thanks so much. It's really been an amazing night for all of us. Thank you very much.
You're not done.
Oh, yeah?
Can't ever leave this up. I love when the crowd sings along. Wow. They're in awe of him. Chip off the old block for sure. Excellent. Excellent. People traveling all the way from Canada to be there. All right, y'all. And that is the O2. Definitely worth waiting for. Completes the circle for me, man. 2.5 years. If any of you happen to be there, let me know. Oh, I stand corrected. Sorry, my damn stomach. This was in 2012. All right. Wow, what a great experience, man. Yes, you hyped it up. You got me all excited. But for a good reason. It's everything that I expected it to be and even more. Surpassed my expectations. That was fantastic. Excuse me, drinking too much sugar cane rum. I'm going to cut that out right now. That was excellent. You can't ask for more than that unless they decide to get together and do something else. Go on a smaller tour. Nothing as crazy and extravagant as back in their youth, you know, but hitting a couple of key areas and just fulfilling it even more. Icing on top of the already fabulously huge cake. That was great, man. That was excellent. Jason Bonham, if you do nothing else for the rest of your life, there you go, man. That was awesome. That was great for you, your family, your pedigree, you know, the legend that's your father, and making everybody proud around you, man. Well done. Ahmet Ertegun, yo. For all that you've done, all that you've given us, man. Shout out to you, man. You know, taking a chance on these guys, giving them a lot of creative freedom back in the day when it was not the conventional route for a lot of record companies and things of that sort. Knowing that these guys had the chops to be creative and to create something great. Shout out to you, man. You deserve this. All right. So, Point Break. Point Break for the benefit of YouTube. I'm going to hit the heads, come back, and let's do a review after that. All right, man. See you in a bit. Okay, folks, let's do a review, man. Let's do a review of this great event, this wonderful benefit concert, remembering the contributions and the great works of Ahmet Ertegun. And what a great way for Led Zeppelin to pay tribute to such a great, inspiring person. So, let's do a little reading, man. Let's do a little bit of the concert info itself, and then, of course, of the man Ahmet Ertegun. So, Led Zeppelin Celebration Day concert. Celebration Day is a concert film by English rock band Led Zeppelin, recorded at the Ahmet Ertegun tribute concert on the 10th of December 2007 in the O2 Arena in London. The film was given a limited theatrical release starting on the 17th of October 2012 and was released on several home audio and video formats on the 19th of November 2012. The performance, the film, and album releases have been widely praised. I Met Ertegun 1923 to December 14, 2006 was a Turkish-American businessman, songwriter, and philanthropist. Ertegun was the co-founder and president of Atlantic Records. He discovered and championed many leading rhythm and blues and rock musicians. Ertegun also wrote classic blues and pop songs. He served as the chairman of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Museum, located in Cleveland, Ohio. Ertegun has been described as one of the most significant figures in the modern recording industry. In 2017, he was inducted into Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame in recognition of his work in the music business. Ertegun helped foster ties between the U.S. and Turkey, his birthplace. He served as the chairman of the American Turkish Society for over 20 years until his death. He also co-founded the New York Cosmos soccer team of the original North American Soccer League. 2006 injury and death. On October 29, 2006, Ertegun tripped, striking his head on a concrete floor at a Rolling Stones concert at the Beacon Theater. He was immediately taken to hospital. Ertegun fell into a coma and died on December 14, 2006 at New York Presbyterian Hospital, Weill Cornell Medical Center. A sad way to go. Ertegun was buried December 18 in Istanbul, next to his brother, his father, and his great-grandfather. Memorial events. Yo, man. Everybody in the industry, from Eric Clapton to Sheryl Crow, everybody has paid tribute to this guy. Let's skip over that. There's just too long of a list here. Let's just go to the tribute concert. Led Zeppelin reunited for a one-off show in a tribute to Ertegun at the O2 Arena in London on December 10, 2007. It remains one of the only 4 times the band's surviving members have reunited since drummer John Bonham's death in 1980. The other 3 being the 85 Live 8 concert, the 88 Atlantic Records 40th anniversary concert, which Ertegun attended, and their 95 induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It remains their only full concert since their official breakup in 1980. The show was held to raise money for the Ahmet Ertegun Education Fund, which pays for university scholarships in the UK, US, and Turkey. Wow, this guy has done some great works. Zeppelin played several of their most famous songs to an enthusiastic crowd and coordinated a professional recording of the show with 16 cameras, with the prospect of a home video release. Rumors immediately circulated that the recording would become available, but the following year, band member Jimmy Page said that release wasn't certain and that it required mixing and would be a massive job to embark on. Bassist John Paul Jones agreed that he would like to see it released commercially, but that there was no timeline. Even though 2010, Page was uncertain of the status of the album. On the 9th of September 2012, the band updated its Facebook page, which led to widespread speculation that the release was finally ready. Details leaked over the following days, with theater websites announcing airings of the film slated for the following month. On the 13th of September, the band revealed that the film would hit theaters on the 17th of October, with premieres in Berlin, London, LA, and New York, and Tokyo, and that the home video was scheduled for the 19th of November. The surviving members of the band appeared at a press event on the 21st of September to promote the release. They debuted the film at the Odeon West End and answered questions afterward. When queried about more reunion performances, the trio were coy. And in comes the famous Charlie Rose interview, and then I imagine that David Letterman would probably ask him the same question. Yeah, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm just kind of jumping ahead, is Scott sent me the rehearsals. What did he call those rehearsals? Shepperton rehearsals? So I think what I'll do is I'll mix the Shepperton rehearsals with that interview in a separate reaction, and that'll be my next Led Zeppelin reaction after this. I lost my damn way. Okay, yeah, on the 13th of September. Okay. And the band, the trio, were quiet. Like the 2007 Greatest Hits album Mothership, the cover and promotional art were designed by Shepard Fairey. Alan Moulder worked with Jimmy Page on mixing the album, but used only a minimal amount of overdubs and corrections, as both the performance itself and the recording were of high quality. Yo. Critics got a lot to say, boy. Yo. Yeah, let's skip over, well, I'll read one or two. Let's not even read what that Christgau guy has to say. Release and reception. The album was released in a standard edition consisting of one DVD or Blu-ray bundled with two soundtrack CDs. A triple vinyl LP was initially announced to be released on the 10th of December 2012, but distribution started in the middle of February in 2013. The deluxe edition includes bonus video from the Shepperton rehearsals and news footage from the BBC. Additionally, there's an audio Blu-ray with DTS HD 24-bit 48 kHz sound and no video. The concert. The concert performance was well received. NME published that the show proved that they can still perform to the level that originally earned them their legendary reputation. Writing for The New Yorker, Sasha Free Jones opined, the failed gigs of the 1980s and 90s have been supplanted by a triumph, and the band should be pleased to have done Ertegun proud with such a spirited performance. Yeah, even Jimmy Page himself said that their 1980s, I believe the 85 and the 88 performances weren't that great because they didn't have a lot of time to rehearse and to formulate, so they had the time this time around, and look at the result. The film has also received acclaim from critics. Mark Lee, the Daily Telegraph, gave it 5 out of 5 stars and concluded that Celebration Day is a celebration of rock and roll at its most moving, magical, and magnificent. The initial screening opened to over 1,500 screens in 40 countries and grossed over $2 million US, leading to further showings worldwide. In 2013, it won a Classic Rock and Roll Honors Award for Film of the Year. Okay. Yeah, let's read album info. The album has received generally positive reviews from critics. It holds an 85% normalized score from review aggregator Metacritic, indicating universal acclaim. In terms of sales, it debuted on the Billboard 200 at number 9. According to the International Federation of Phonographic Industry, Celebration Day was the 13th best-selling album globally of 2012, with sales of 1.8 million copies. The album won the Grammy Award for Best Rock Album at the 56th Annual Grammy Awards, and the rendition of Kashmir, featured on the album, was nominated for the award for Best Rock Performance. Let me ask you this. Out of the entire set list of songs, which is your favorite? Let me know. Which is your favorite? I have to think about that for a while. I haven't actually thought of it. But what particular song is your favorite performed during this show? That'll be interesting. Okay, so that's Wikipedia Song Fact Info on Ahmet Ertegun and this great reunion concert by Led Zeppelin, man, the O2. It's everything that I expected and more. And there is still more to come. So yeah, I said that I'm going to do Shepperton rehearsals and the interview. So that's going to be my next Led Zeppelin contribution to my channel. I'm also going to do It Might Get Loud. I've wanted to do that in its entirety. I've only seen Jimmy Page jam with the Edge and Jack White during that little exchange there of In My Time of Dying. So that's all I've seen, and that was a part of an early reaction when I was actually reacting to the White Stripes and and I was kind of getting an idea of who Jack White was back in that early reaction. That was like the first maybe month or two of my channel, so I didn't know what was up or down. Yeah, so going forward with It Might Get Loud, I got a couple of Dazed and Confused challenges to put up, and most importantly, I've got to finish off reactions owed to my patrons. So I don't want to go into the new year owing the patrons reactions. So I'm going to finish the reactions owed to my patrons. So a lot of them are going to come hard and fast. I'm not going to do, there's going to be a break in between there for like a couple of weeks. You're not going to see any Led Zeppelin reactions just because I'm just focusing on taking care of all of the reactions owed to my patrons. And after that, I'm going to make some changes to the patron lineup and how things are done, and but more on that down the road. And in the new year, I'll do bootlegs and other Zeppelin recommendations, as well as getting into their solo work. So it's not like I'm going to be following any specific timeline sequence or anything like that. That was mainly this particular year following a chronology, a timeline sequence. But in next year, I'm basically just going to just jump around, you know, and go from there. And that's it, man. That is my reaction and my review to this excellent, excellent concert. Well worth the wait. A promise fulfilled. And yeah, man, this I consider to be my graduation. I'm no longer a tadpole, I am considered a shellback. In the Navy, when a sailor goes below the equator, he's no longer a tadpole. He is now an honorary shellback. I am an honorary shellback of Led Zeppelin. So, that is my reaction, man. So thanks very much again to all of those of you who contributed to my education and continue to do so in general in rock and roll. And I look forward to the next year, man. I'm not actually sure exactly what I'm going to be. You know how I'm going to approach Led Zeppelin going forward. But where it comes to my channel overall, the other channel, whatnot, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I'm going to pick another band to give the Led Zeppelin treatment to. So I'm just going to wait and kind of just keep going down the road and see what happens there. Anyways, thanks for joining me, you guys. Merry Christmas. Have a safe and happy holiday. And the next time you see me will be, well, it'll be a couple of other reactions, mainly from my patrons. And then the next Led Zeppelin reaction will be in a day or two. And that'll be the Shepperton rehearsals and the interview. So until then, take care. And I'll see you in my next Zeppelin reaction. Peace.